this lecture, we will discuss electric flux. Electric flux is a measure of electric field lines crossing a given surface. Electric flux is a measure of electric field lines crossing a chosen surface. Consider a uniform electric field. They are represented by equispaced parallel electric field lines E, and we choose a planar element of area delta S. Consider a small planar element of area delta S placed normal to electric field E vector at a point, and we know that density of field lines, that is the number of lines crossing a unit area is proportional to the strength of electric field at that point. Number of lines is suppose n, and the given surface area is delta S. Number of lines for unit area is proportional to the strength of the electric field, that is E. Or we can write n is proportional to E into delta S. Or we can write E delta S is proportional to n. The number of field lines crossing area delta S is proportional to E into delta S. Here the surface element is normal to the electric field. If we tilt the area, like this, here the number of field lines crossing this area will be lesser, because it makes certain angle with the normal to the electric field. This is electric field. We draw a normal here, and the projected area is delta S cos theta. This angle is theta. So the number of field lines crossing the given area delta S is same as the field lines crossing the area delta S cos theta, because here the area delta S is tilted. So less number of field lines cross this. The number of field lines crossing is proportional to E delta S cos theta. E delta S cos theta is proportional to n. Now E delta S cos theta, the quantity E delta S cos theta is called electric flux through a chosen surface. Electric flux delta phi is equal to E delta S cos theta. So delta phi is proportional to n, that is electric flux through a surface of area delta S is proportional to the net electric field lines crossing that surface. Definition of electric flux. So before defining electric flux, first define area vector. Area delta S, we draw a normal which is positive normal. This is the direction of a unit vector n cap, which is normal to the area, surface area delta S. And area vector is along this normal. The length of the area vector is proportional to the magnitude of the area. Delta S, area vector, is equal to delta S into n cap. This is area vector. Now, electric field at this point is suppose E. This is E vector. Angle between n cap and E is theta. Then the electric flux. Then electric flux crossing through an area delta S is defined by delta phi is equal to E dot delta S, which is E delta S cos theta, where theta is the angle between E vector and n cap. Here n cap, a unit vector normal to the surface area of the element, which is plane. We can write delta phi, that is E dot n cap into delta S also. So the electric flux is the dot product of electric field vector E and the area vector delta S. As dot product is scalar, so electric flux is a scalar quantity. Electric flux is a scalar quantity. We can also write delta phi is equal to E cos theta into delta S, or this is E perpendicular into delta S, or En into delta S, where E perpendicular or normal, or En, that is equal to E cos theta is the component of electric field E vector in the direction of n cap. This is the planar elementary surface. Suppose this is a point, electric field exists at this point is suppose E, and it is the normal unit vector n cap, and this angle is theta. So now this is the direction of electric field, and this component is E normal and this component is E parallel. So we take the normal component that is along the direction of n cap. So E normal into delta S, that gives the electric flux delta phi equal to E perpendicular into delta S. So this is electric flux. Also we can write delta phi is equal to E into delta S cos theta. Here suppose this is the tilt area to the electric field, E, and this is your normal n cap, or that is the direction of delta S, and this angle is theta. So the projection of the area element, is, that is delta S cos theta. This is projection of the area element normal to E vector. So delta phi is equal to the product of magnitude of electric field into the projection of the area element normal to E, that is delta S cos theta. The SI unit of electric flux delta phi, that is E into delta S cos theta. So unit of electric field intensity, that is Newton per coulomb, F by Q, that is Newton per coulomb. Unit of area delta S is square meter, and cos theta, that gives unitless, that number. So unit of delta phi is equal to Newton square meter per coulomb. Dimension of electric flux. So delta phi is equal to E into delta S. So dimension of delta phi, that is equal to dimension of E into dimension of delta S. Dimension of E is, that is dimension of F by Q into dimension of delta S. Dimension of force is ml T to the power minus 2 divided by dimension of charge is AT, and dimension of area is, that is L square. So this is equal to m L cube T to the power minus 3 A to the power minus 1. The value of electric flux delta phi depends on the orientation of the surface relative to the field vector. Suppose the surface is normal to the electric field. In this case, electric field E vector is parallel to the area vector. Area vector is normal to the surface. If E and delta S are parallel, theta equal to 0 degree. So flux delta phi is equal to E delta S cos 0 degree, that is equal to E delta S. So this is the maximum flux. If the surface lies in the field direction, then area vector is normal to the surface area, and angle between E and delta S is, that is 90 degree. So in this case, E delta S are perpendicular. Theta equal to 90 degree. So delta phi equal to E delta S cos 90 degree, that is equal to 0. And in another case, when electric field and area vector are oppositely directed, this is electric field E and area vector is towards left. In this case, angle is 180 degree. If E and delta S are opposite in direction, theta equal to 180 degree. So delta phi equal to E delta S cos 180 degree, that is equal to minus E delta S. Let us define electric flux of a non-uniform electric field. In this case, we consider an arbitrary curved surface placed in a non-uniform electric field. This is E. Electric field varies from point to point. Now we divide the surface into small squares. And each square is considered to be flat. The surface is flat. And area vector is normal to the area. The flux of electric field through each surface is delta phi is equal to E dot delta S. Then we add all the flux contributing by each parts. So total flux over this surface is phi is equal to summation of E dot delta S. When the squares, that means each part, becomes smaller and smaller, so delta S approaches a differential limit ds, and the sum becomes integral. Sum becomes integral. So total flux phi, that is written as integral of E dot ds over the surface. Now electric flux through a closed surface. The electric flux through a closed surface is phi equal to surface integral of E dot ds over a closed surface. Here we use a circular sign on the integral. It represents integral over a closed surface. So we define electric flux by this formula. Sample problem. Consider a cylinder of radius r immersed in a uniform electric field E with axis parallel to the field. What is the flux of the electric field through the cylinder? So this is the axis of the cylinder. Electric field is along the axis and towards right. Cylinder has three surfaces: left surface, right surface and curved surface, numbered as 1, 2 and 3. So flux phi equal to integral over closed surface E dot ds. This is equal to integral of E dot ds over the left cap plus integral of E dot ds over right cap plus integral of E dot ds over the curved surface. So integral of E dot ds over left cap on the surface. Here angle between E and ds vector is 180 degree. So integral of E ds cos 180 degree, that is equal to minus integral of E ds. This field is uniform, so minus E integral of ds, that is equal to minus E into S, where S equal to pi r square, area of the cap. Similarly, integral of E dot ds over right cap 2 equal to integral of E ds cos 0 degree. Here E and ds are parallel, so this is equal to integral of E ds. E is constant, E into integral of ds, that is Es. Similarly, on the curved surface, here ds vector is normal to the curved surface and E vector is tangential to the curved surface. Angle between E and ds is 90 degree. So integral of E dot ds on the curved surface, that is equal to integral of E ds cos 90 degree. Cos 90 is 0, so this is equal to 0. So the net electric flux over these three surfaces is phi equal to minus Es plus 0, that is equal to 0. Net flux over the closed surface is equal to 0. Second problem, a non-uniform electric field given by E equal to 3x I cap plus 4j cap cuts the cube shown in figure. E is in Newton per Coulomb and x is in meter. What is the electric flux through the right face, the left face and the top face? Solution. So this is the right face and left face. Inside this is left face and this one is top face. So flux on right face. On right face, ds vector is, that is along x-axis. So ds vector is ds j cap I cap. ds is equal to ds I cap, and position is here x equal to 2 meter. X equal to 2 meter. So flux on right face phi r, that is equal to integral of E dot ds equal to, E is given 3x I cap plus 4 j cap dot ds I cap. This is equal to integral of 3x ds I cap dot I cap plus 4 ds j cap dot I cap. This is equal to integral of 3x ds I cap dot I cap is 1 plus 0, because j cap dot I cap is 0. This is equal to 3 integral of x ds. 3 into x is 2 meter here, this is 3 meter, x is 3 meter. So 3 into ds, that is 9 into integral of ds. So 9 into, so integral of ds means, that is area of this face. Each side is 3 meter minus 1 meter, that is 2 meter. So area ds is 2 into 2, that is 4 square meter. So that is 4, and this is equal to 36 Newton square meter per Coulomb. Similarly, on left face, so area vector is towards left, that is ds vector is minus ds I cap, and here x equal to 1 meter, so flux on left face, that is phi l is equal to, as ds is here minus I cap, so introduce a sign minus here. Similarly we can integrate this, so minus 3 integral of x ds, so that is minus 3, x is 1, 3 into integral of ds, that is equal to minus 3 into area is 4, that is minus 12 Newton square meter per Coulomb. On the top face, so here ds vector is, that is ds into j cap, because this is y-axis, so this is ds j cap. So phi t equal to integral of 3x I cap plus 4 j cap dot ds j cap, and this is equal to integral of 3x ds I cap dot j cap plus 4 ds j cap dot j cap, and that is integral of 0 plus 4 ds, and this is equal to 4 integral of ds. Integral ds is, that is area of the top face is also 4, so 4 into 4, that is 16 Newton square meter per Coulomb. Thank you.